happening, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown and I'm back here with another video. Now, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like and I'll happily get back to you. Now, thank you to everybody that's been tuning in to my daily show so far, and all I can do is just continue to try and bring you the news. So thank you all for tuning in, and feel free to like, share and subscribe. As I said, man, I'm going to keep bringing these videos daily. Whatever the news is, I'm going to touch on it, and we'll go from there. So let's get straight into it, man. I saw an interview on Sky Sports with Kell Brook. He was talking about Amir Khan and this continued pursuit that he's been having of Khan for most of his career, let's be honest. However, he's admitted in this interview that, you know, he's given up on Khan now. He's now really set his sights on, you know, moving on. There's the Terence Crawford fight in the pipe, and he's kind of suggesting that Amir Khan, that ship has sailed, you know. With Amir Khan, that was a fight that Kell Brook really wanted. It was what we as the British public wanted to see, to be honest. And years and years and years of back and forth in the media, negotiations, you know, will the fight happen, will it not? It turning into possibly being a stadium fight, then being an arena fight, and now just not happening at all. Now it looks like Kell Brook has finally realised that he's probably not going to get the Khan fight and he needs to move on with his career. But the problem is it too late for Kell Brook to now move on? I mean, he's going into a Terence Crawford fight where he won't be the favourite. I mean, Crawford will definitely be the favourite for that one. And yeah, if he loses that, where does he go in his career? I think personally, with the Khan fight, that was, I think, around 2015, 2016, just before, I say just before Khan fought Canelo and Brook fought Triple G. I think just before then, that was really around the peak of it, when that fight would have been like huge. It would have been a stadium fight for sure, Amir Khan against Kell Brook. But, you know, these two have continued to, you know, go their other ways, and I think that Kell Brook definitely wanted to fight more than Amir Khan. That's not suggesting that Amir Khan is scared of Kell Brook, because when you look at the opponents that Khan has been in there with, you can't really imagine that he'd be scared of Brook. However, I just think that Khan just doesn't want to see himself lose to Brook. I mean, he just doesn't. Like, I think that would really hurt him if he lost to somebody like Kell Brook compared to losing to a Canelo or a Terence Crawford or whoever. So I think that might have been one of the reasons why Khan wasn't really interested in that fight, because let's be honest, it would have been a huge money fight, but he just never got round to it, man. And Kell Brook, for me, I think that he's just been chasing this fight for far too long. I think that he's kind of sacrificed his own career chasing Amir Khan. Similar to how Amir Khan was pursuing Floyd Mayweather all that time, I think that Khan was like relentlessly pursuing Floyd, and then eventually it didn't happen. And I think that it's the same with Kell Brook. I think he's just been relentlessly pursuing Khan. No other option, just kind of looking at Khan, and then, you know, it ended up taking a Triple G fight, and then it went downhill from there. You know, he lost to Errol Spence as well, and then he's been inactive. So some people would say it's been a waste. I mean, it hasn't really been a waste for Kell Brook. He has like picked up a world title, he has had a successful career and made a lot of money. It's just frustrating because I think that he could have made even more out of his career, especially considering the division that he's in. You know, after he defeated Sean Porter in the welterweight division, I mean, look at the guys in that division, man. There was Keith Thurman there. There's loads of guys in that division and that he could have fought. Floyd had the belts then after he defeated Pacquiao, and Kell Brook was the IBF champion. He was the only person left for Floyd to fight, for it to become undisputed. But Floyd then went his own way. But even without Floyd, I mean, the welterweight division is hot, man. Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. Now you've got Terence Crawford, Errol Spence in there. You've got Manny Pacquiao in there still. So there's plenty of other names that Brook could have fought. And unfortunately for him, that the Khan fight was just, it was appealing. It was appealing for all of us. But now looking back on it, he kind of reflects and believes that maybe he shouldn't have chased Khan for so long, and that he's kind of given up on that now. I think that's a good thing as well, because it allows him to focus on Terence Crawford if that fight's going to be made. I think it will be. It sounds like both parties want that fight to happen. So I could see Crawford fighting Brook, especially considering that Brook is not with the PBC. It'll be an easier fight to make. Top rank and Matchroom have worked before plenty of times. So I don't think it'll be a difficult fight to make. Brook will know that he's the B-side in that fight. Crawford is the champion. And I think that Brook will be willing to travel. So I think that he's really up for that fight. And it'll be interesting. I mean, like I said, Crawford would be the favourite, but it's something for Brook to get his teeth into. I mean, he'll be motivated to do well in that fight and give a good account of himself and prove that he still has something left. There is Liam Smith as well, up at light middleweight. That fight was being considered. That's a great domestic fight for Kell Brook. But who knows, man, what's going to happen there. I mean, Liam Smith definitely wants it. And you know what? He was saying the same sort of thing. He was saying that Kell Brook doesn't want to lose to somebody like him. That's not saying that Kell Brook is afraid of him, but I think that Kell Brook would rather lose, if he was going to lose to somebody, it would rather be someone like Terence Crawford, who is pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. So it's a similar sort of situation there. Liam Smith wants it. Kell Brook, I'm not saying he's scared of Liam Smith, but he's definitely kind of like not as certain on that fight as he is with a Terence Crawford. So it's looking like he's going to go in that direction. And how do you think that fight goes between those two, by the way, Kell Brook and Terence Crawford? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about it. I've got Crawford a favourite in that fight for sure. I could see him possibly getting to Brook late. Crawford does bring it, but he is very skilled as well. And yeah, I think that he'd probably get to Brook in the later rounds, maybe win on points, but I could see possibly a late stoppage as well. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next video. What's happening, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown here. Click the link in my bio and check out some of our brand new t-shirts which have just been restocked. We have white, yellow, red and black, all going for the low price of £15. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I'll make sure to catch you on the next video.